Good morning, Bean. It's Friday. In your last video, you kind of talked a lot about pink eye. Hard for me to respond to that, but sometimes things flow more easily than not in these types of videos, and today I'm just gonna rant about life. So, the inquiry that I'm sort of going into today is not how smart am I, it's how academically talented am I. And this is something that, of course, I'm thinking about as I spent a summer at Stanford University. I've been in school this whole time, and I've been thinking about how I sort of like stack up to the other kids who got into this program, and I've been trying to keep it away from a competitive thing, but more on that later. There's a huge difference between intelligence, however you want to measure that, and your ability to follow directions or memorize prompts or respond to whatever class will throw at you. It's a very specific skill that we sometimes lump in with intelligence, but the two are very separate things. Now that we've got that out of the way, I want to focus on academic ability and how I've been thinking of my own in the last 5 weeks since I've been here. Coming into Stanford, I thought I might be sort of, the small fish in a big pond because, it's frickin' Stanford. I'm usually near the top of my classes at home. I have very nice numbers given to me by academic institutions that say that I've succeeded, and I showed the people here those numbers, and I wrote them a couple essays, and they said that I could come over for the summer and do some fun classes with them. So did everyone here. And now I'm sort of looking at this bigger pool of people that's still not the same as the university. The acceptance rate for this program is something like 5 times higher than that at the actual school because, of course, seeing how I sort of compare to my peers has been crazy interesting. In my math class, I'm realizing that I might have to settle for a dreaded A-. I didn't do so hot on a couple of tests. I pulled it back together for the midterm, but things are sort of like stacking up, and how much work I show and how many points I get docked for just sort of going from a question to an answer. But as I sort of look around me in that class, I'm realizing I'm still doing well, but there are people who have never taken a calc class in their life who are probably receiving higher scores than me. And that goes back to this academic skill of the ability to compare this to their past math classes that might have been similar to this one, their ability to just sort of take in information that I've had for granted in the back of my mind. So I'm not worried about failing that class or anything. I'm just realizing whoa, this is moving 5 times faster than my DCIS math class. I gotta speed up. And that might be the type of feeling that I get if I end up coming here for university. Knock on wood. I am fine with sort of trying to adapt and overcome to that sort of thing. I think I'm still doing fine at this summer program. It's still definitely going to be a resume buff. Coming into that class and not being immediately number 1, which I'm sort of used to, has been interesting. It's been enlightening. It's sort of proven to me that succeeding in a class and understanding concepts can even be far apart. I had this idea of intelligence separated from academic skill, but now within academic skill, I have the way that information can be delivered and the pace that it's delivered at and so many other subsections that I'd never even thought of. My poli-sci class has been very hard to measure with that because we just had our first assignment. I just turned that in. I feel like I'm keeping up with the discussion in that class and I'm doing fairly well in it, but now I'm going to see what Grinberg thinks of my essay, and that's going to be my whole basis for my academic skill in political science. And when I get something back from that, it might be able to sort of balance out how well I perceive myself at doing in those 2 subjects. Math and poli-sci are the biggest things that I want to follow a career in, and the decision I make off of that could very well decide what major I enter college in. It's a big time. There's lots to think about, lots to talk about, and I'm gonna have a fun time cutting this down to 4 minutes. Moral of the story, I'm surrounded by even smarter people than I'm used to being surrounded by. I am working hard to keep up with them, and I'm exhilarated. And I know I'm gonna come out of this a stronger person. Bean, I'll see you on Tuesday.
Completely unrelated side note, I got the care package. Thanks for the Colorado merch, the balloons that Omi and Abu have at their house, and oh my god, most of all the cookies. Thank you.